Thank you for listening to REED-BBS.
REED-BBS, BBS, Jared, Big Baby Anderson. Was he exposed? Was he provided with a valuable learning experience? What say ye? REED-BBS, BBS. Listeners, what say ye? Was Jared Big Baby Anderson exposed? Or was this like I said, a valuable learning experience? Is this something he can grow from, get better from, because of? You tell me. Comment, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Love tap and or bitch slap that like button for you, boy. And remember, sharing is caring. But yeah, Jared Big Baby Anderson, he was extended the distance for the first time. He's now 15-0, 14 KOs. With a 10-round unanimous decision over former IBF champion Prince Charles Martin, who honestly never looked better. Prince Charles Martin has never looked better than he did against Jared Big Baby Anderson. So let's delve deeper into that. Anderson now, mind you, he won the fight clearly. But he had some undeniably shaky ass moments. I'm just saying. And Prince Charles Martin, the older man by like shit. I think Big Baby's 23 and Charles Martin's like 37, 38. So he's like 15 years older than you. And Martin finished the fight stronger. He just did. Like, I like Jared Anderson. I'm just speaking facts right now. The older guy finished the fight stronger. He did. Now, Anderson has a higher work rate. He's more athletic. He puts out more of himself physically. So that kind of makes sense, but still. And we have to go there. You have to, boxing is a comparison sport. So off the rip, you're going to compare how Jared Big Baby Anderson fared against Charles Martin. Just as you're gonna, he fought Anthony Joshua. How did Joshua deal with Prince Charles Martin? Well, Anthony Joshua wiped his ass with Prince Charles Martin. And I'm not high on Joshua at all, being honest. Not at this point. Since the Andy Ruiz KO, he's been a different guy. He's with the homie Derek James, who will make him a better fighter. But I wonder if Derek can crack the code on Joshua mentally. But all that said, when Joshua wasn't compromised mentally, he beat the brakes off of Charles fucking Martin. Now, we could also argue that Charles Martin is better now. He's done this or that. And he's a solid dude. Like, if you hear Charles Martin speak, watch the interview, he's a likable dude. So I wasn't even mad that he had a good performance. And his performance against Big Baby, he's going to get another performance or two, or three, or five. Like, who fucking knows? But, yeah, this was the first time Big Baby's been past the 6th round in his entire career. My man was 14-0, 14 KOs coming into this shit. And none of them, the one guy who went 6 rounds with him got knocked the fuck out in the 6th round. So, yeah, he stopped everybody in 6 rounds or less. Well, that was not the case for Prince Charles Martin, obviously. It just was not. And so, Martin's in addition to being the first time he's went past 6, you're fighting a guy who's a 12-day replacement. He's a very experienced southpaw, former world champion, as I've stated probably 157 times by now. And you're in your hometown of Toledo, Ohio. You got over 7,000 fans in attendance. So you want to show out for them. pressure personified. Big Baby, he dropped Charles Martin in the third round with a right hook. His jab was active. He switched stances with a purpose. He got chin checked a time or 3, you know, especially before the bell in the 10th and final round. Like, he kind of did the stanky leg a little bit. He wasn't hurt like, oh my God, he's going to get stopped. But a little more time in the 10th round, he may have gotten dropped. Who knows? There's clearly work to be done, undeniably, obviously. But, I mean, let's remind ourselves, Big Baby Anderson, this was his 15th fight. 15 fights deep, y'all. And he's just 23 years old. Too early to make any type of definitive statements about Big Baby. Either way, and he may suck. Or he may be truly the next best American heavyweight since Deontay Wilder. Either way, I think right now it's too early to make a sweeping judgment either way. And me personally being a person of positivity, I'm going to err on the side of positivity and say, hey, it's a learning experience. And if I'm a shot caller in Big Baby Anderson's camp, in his team, I have Charles Martin. I have him. I solicit Charles Martin's services for sparring. Moving forward, for every goddamn camp that Jared Big Baby Anderson has, forthwith. Like, you learned a lesson. You learned a lesson in that fight, bruh. So have the teacher who taught you in your goddamn camp moving forward. That'll be the best thing for Jared Big Baby Anderson. Again, we heard Tyson Fury's positive reviews of him, so the talent is there. Now, he's also spoken of how he wants to get out quickly. They all say that. But I saw an interview on Boxing Scene where he's like, yo, if I'm financially secure, even before I get a world title, I'm out. Like, huh? If you're not in this game to be a champion, then what are you doing? Like, it's all kind of guys that want to be champions, and they didn't achieve it. So, but we'll see. You know, I can ramble on and on. And it's 4th of July weekend, so yeah. Your boy feeling look good right now. REED-BBS. BBS. Blackbird Sugar. Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television. Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there is nothing left to say or do.